Hello, my name is Justin Friedman. I'm one of the attorneys with Friedman Ranzenhofer, PC, and this is the September 22nd, 2020 edition of the Legal Survival Channel, today's legal news you can use. Today I'd like to talk about the National Registry of Exonerations and a report that they released earlier this month showing a very clear link between police and prosecutor misconduct and wrongful convictions. Now, the full text of that report is available on our website. I invite you to check it out. I just want to briefly discuss three key takeaways from that report with you today. First of all, we have the types of misconduct that this report identified. There are 5 major types. Okay. Number 1, witness tampering. Now, this is when a witness is tricked or persuaded into giving false testimony or making a false identification. Number 2, coercive interrogation techniques. Sometimes threats of violence, even violence might be used to get a defendant to confess to a crime that he or she did not commit. Number 3 is a fabrication of evidence. This can include planting drugs or other evidence or forensic fraud. Number 4 is concealing exculpatory evidence. And number 5 is actual lying during the trial by both prosecutors and police. The second major point I'd like to discuss is the patterns that emerge once you dial in on the statistics and the numbers and the percentages. Number 1 pattern that this report has revealed is that it's police officers who are most likely to commit this kind of misconduct. It's at 35% of cases that result in exonerations, followed very closely by prosecutors in 30% of cases. And then in a smattering of cases, you have forensic analysis and child welfare workers committing sorts of official misconduct that we discussed earlier. The second major pattern is that the more severe the crime is, the more likely there is to be official misconduct. Third major pattern. Wrongful convictions of black offenders are much more prevalent than wrongful convictions of white offenders when there's misconduct involved. And this gap grows when the crime is murder, grows even more when it's a drug case. Wrongful convictions of black offenders who have eventually been exonerated are 47% due to misconduct, 22% of white offenders only. Okay, and then the fourth major pattern is that concealing exculpatory evidence, hiding evidence favorable to the defendant. Now, that's the most common form of official misconduct. We see that in 44% of exonerations. Okay, and the final thing I just want to highlight is that this is only a measure of misconduct in cases which result in exoneration. It's not a reflection of misconduct that occurs in all cases. So the natural takeaway of this is that official misconduct is a major cause of a number of wrongful convictions. So if you've been wrongfully convicted, please give our office a call. Even if you haven't been wrongfully convicted, we'd love to hear from you. Give us a call at 716-542-5444. Have a great day. And for more information on this subject, please see our website.